mic in here. Let me see. Let me see if we got that now. Looks like it. Sorry about that. All right. Looks like everything's running for the moment. First things first, I do want to thank a couple of new followers. We have Just Some Dude 33 has followed. Awesome. Lopsided Haas 0312 has followed. Eiley Streams. Zerky Jerky. Chrissy161. Clown Girl Joss. And Haas 00312 Punch has followed. Awesome. Thank you guys very much for those follows. I really do appreciate it. It does help a lot. I'm not sure if this is showing up on Facebook, Annette. I think so. I don't see anybody. I don't see any listing of anybody who's actually watching me from those. So, and I'm not sure how long this is going to be up on those things. So, I'm going to see if I can. If I can't, if it's not showing up there, or if it doesn't show up there after the stream, if it's not still there after the stream is done, I will do another stream, another video for Facebook specifically, so that people there are able to keep up to date to what's going on. Basically what this stream is about right now today, as you can tell, I'm not playing any games right now. What I'm going to be doing, however, is I'm going to talk a little bit about what's been going on, why I haven't been streaming, and what the plans are going forward from here. One of the big things is, some of you may know, others don't, that a few weeks ago I had a heart attack. I had 4 blockages in my heart. They had put a stent in 3 of them. While I was at the hospital, my heart had stopped. They shocked it to get me back going again. That dislodged the 4th blockage. The doctor, we went and seen the doctor today. He said that 4th blockage is actually, the constriction from the 4th blockage is minor, so he's not worried about it. As far as the other 3, he does have stents in there. He said some of the stents were very difficult to put in because of the placing that they were at. However, everything's looking fine right now. My blood pressure is fine. My heart rate's fine. Everything's going great at the moment. I do have rehab that I'm going to for the next 15 or so weeks, give or take, depending on how much more I need. It may or may not be that many. So we'll see what's all going on there. Overall, though, things are going pretty good right at the moment. Now, I haven't been streaming for the past couple of weeks for the past while now, because of that's all been going on. I am in recovery right now, however, everything is going a lot better. I still have to watch how much I can do, what kind of things I can do, which means if I do stream things like Fortnite, I'm probably going to, because it can get kind of stressful for me, I'm probably going to restrict how much I'm actually playing, which means I won't play that much for it. However, I will supplement those with things like Minecraft or whatever else I can find at the time. Just to kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of how these are going to possibly play out from now on, at least until my heart starts getting better, until I start getting stronger again. At which point, then I'll be going back to my normal streams and stuff like that I'll be doing. So, just to kind of give you guys a head up of what's going on. I am planning on streaming more often, at least once or twice a week anyway, to start, to try to keep up to date what's going on. If you notice while I'm streaming, and you've noticed me like starting to get sweats, or starting to have, breathing problems or something like that, and for some reason I don't notice, or my if somebody else is on with me, like say for example my wife sometimes will be in the stream with me, other times we'll have friends of ours in the streams like that. If you guys notice anything, say something. because it might, if for some reason I'm not noticing it, which actually could be because sometimes when I start getting overexcited, I start having a little bit of problems breathing and stuff like that, but I don't pay much attention to it. Um, because most of the time it's easily explained for me, but because it lets me know that other people are paying attention, and if it is something that I need to be concerned about, I will definitely take steps at that time. Um, because honestly, I don't want to have any kind of issue continue on from this, and I know others don't either. Now, along with heart attacks and the physical aspects that come with it, there's always also a lot of psychological effects that come with it. A lot of times, people will end up with depression. They'll end up with a high anxiety, all kinds of different issues that come in because there's a whole lot to worry about now all of a sudden. So I want to talk a little bit about that aspect of it, the psychological aspect that's been going on as well. Um, Now, the funny thing about it is, for me, prior to this, I've actually been in a very severe depressive state for a long time. Um, had a lot of psychological issues, a lot of stress and strain that was going on, and a lot of things that was causing me to second guess myself or worry about what I could do or what I couldn't do, how viable I was to other people. So it did cause some issues there. And that's part of what I think led to the heart attack in the first place. Because a lot of the stress markers, a lot of the things that cause heart attacks, I wasn't doing. I didn't eat high salt content food. I don't eat high grease content food, high fat content food. Um, I was fairly active. I wasn't as active as I used to be, but I was still fairly active. I did and do smoke, but not nearly as much as most other people. A lot of other people smoke anywhere from a pack a day to a pack every other couple of days or something like that. Um, I was a pack, I was down to maybe half a pack a day, little less than half a pack a day. My packs could last me about 3 days, give or take. Um, and I have been cutting back on that. I am slowly getting going backwards on that. I'm trying to cut out smoking altogether. It's going to take a little time, but I am cutting that back as well. I have changed some of the foods that I've been eating. I've gone from eating a lot of hamburgers to eating more chicken and fish, things like that, to try to cut back some of that content so I can reduce some of those risks. Um, I've also decreased some of like I said, I already ate less salt than most people, but I've actually decreased even more on the salt intake that I've taken. For example, if we do get French fries from, like, say, McDonald's or Burger King or whatever, I get salt-free French fries. That way, I don't have to worry about the salt content on there. Yes, it is still a lot greasy on those, um, but I don't eat the whole thing, and I usually end up getting a small fries anyways, and I don't finish all that. Um, I have been decreasing the amount of food I've been eating to try to help with that as well. Um, I've been changing from processed foods to more homemade meals kind of things, to more solid meals. Even when I order out, I'm not getting processed foods from where I'm ordering from. I'm trying to get more of, like, the meatloafs and the more prepared meals rather than processed meals. Try to help decrease some of my intake that way as well, because I know those processed foods have a lot of salt content, so we're trying to decrease that way as well. Um, Overall, things have been actually going pretty good. My depression wise, now I've been feeling pretty good as far as my psychological state up until this happened. And but I go through waves. Sometimes I feel really good and then sometimes I feel really bad. That's part of what bipolar does to you. Sometimes you're feeling really good, really high, and then other times you feel really bad, feel like everything's total loss. Before this happened, I was at a high. I was going through a point where everything was going good. I was going fine. You know, um, I realized my depression was almost at a completely gone once this heart attack happened, because, like I said, my heart did stop. And during that period of time, it wasn't very long, and my brain activity obviously didn't stop. So I was still cognitive of what was going on around me, more or less. But during that time, it was peaceful, it was comfortable, and I realized that even with that, I didn't want this to end. I wanted to see my wife again. I wanted to see my kids. I wanted to see my friends. I wanted to talk to you guys, as funny as it is. Um, so that's a part of what made me realize, things aren't nearly as bad as they were for me as far as psychological state is concerned. I wasn't nowhere near as depressed. Prior to this, there was a point where I honestly wanted to die. I seriously thought about it. I come up with a plan, I had a strategy, I knew exactly what I was going to do. After this heart attack, however, I sat there and thought about it and realized, you know what? I don't want that. I want you guys. I want my wife. I want my children. I want my friends. I want the stress that comes with being alive. As funny as it is, I want to see those things. I want to experience that. And that's what told me my depression is a lot farther gone than what it's been for years and years and years. Um, this has changed my mind on, well, it hasn't really changed my mind. It's changed the way I look at things in a lot of ways, because there's a lot of things here that I've seen now that I realize I don't know how much time I have left. I don't know how much time other people have left with me. And I want to try to make as much as I can for those individuals, make as much time as I can. Try to have more connection with them. Um, because of the fact that I have had a heart attack now, it is a higher chance that I'll have one again. Um, that means I have to change some of the things that I've been doing. Now, I am planning on getting back into exercising, and I was going to do some live streams on that, to try to show my progression and how I went through doing things. However, I'm changing that. I'm not getting back into that the way I was planning originally, because with the heart attack now, my heart is a lot weaker, which means I can't do things the way I planned on doing them. However, I am still going to be doing some updates on a fairly constant basis. Like I said, I plan on streaming once or twice a week from now on. Probably going to be after my rehab, at which point I'll talk a little bit about what happened, what I went through, and then I'll probably play a couple of games and whatnot, just to kind of get things off my chest and have a little bit of fun and get a little bit of distraction. Now, I probably won't be more active during the streams because I'm not really an active kind of person to begin with. I'm not hyper. I'm not like sitting there constantly going off and screaming and yelling and whatnot. That's not me. I'm not that kind of person. Um, but I will talk about what's going on. I will, a lot of my personality in stream wise probably not going to change very much. But for those who actually do watch me, who do like watching when I stream, so probably be a little bit more fun. Um, Now, I did want to mainly go through over and talk a little bit about what's going on and what's happening. I do see I have a couple of viewers. Thank you guys for coming along. It's great. Um, I did want to actually change a little bit too up today. What I'm thinking about doing is I actually kind of want to test the strength of my voice, which comes from my airflow through the larynx and all the rest of that fun stuff. To that end, As you can see up in the corner there, I have a stream set, a karaoke set up for Hurt from Johnny Cash. So if there's any of you who want to watch that, let me know. That'd be great. I will go ahead and set that up and start that right away. But otherwise, I'm trying to just gonna get, mainly just wanted to give people an idea of what was going on and where I'm at. I am doing well. I am improving. When I went for my rehab, I had my first rehab this last Monday. They said that my pulse and my heart rate and everything was that of a teenager. So I'm doing pretty well. But I think a lot of that is because of the medication, honestly. I'm on blood thinners to make sure that and anticoagulants to make sure that my blood doesn't clot again. So that it doesn't doesn't build those blocks back up. I'm on a medication to lower my cholesterol so that it helps keep those blocks from happening on that end. And I have to take aspirin now for the rest of my life. Take a small aspirin every day just to make sure. And John, I'm getting better, and I'm glad to see that you're paying attention too. Yep. I have been improving a little bit. I do have my days. Some days it does get a little bit harder, but for the most part, everything's going great. I'm doing well. Um, Sorry, I just heard something from outside and I wanted to see what that was. All right. Now, I know for you guys, probably don't really want to hear it, but I'm going to go ahead and start. I want to start with this song. Again, I'm doing it mostly because I want to see if I still can or how well I do on it. So let's go ahead and get this started here. All right. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away, and you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. I wear this crown of thorns upon my life's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time, the feelings disappear. You are someone else. I am still right here. What have I become? my sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. If I could start again, 1,000,000 miles away, I would keep myself. I would find a way. All right. So, what'd you guys think of that? I don't know if because on my headphones, all I heard was the music. I didn't hear myself at all. So, I'm not sure how well that all came through. So, I don't know if you guys heard me singing or if you just heard the music. Either way, it was kind of fun, actually. I'm not feeling overly stressed from that. I'm not feeling overly winded. So, that's going pretty good, I think. Either rate, I think this is probably going to do it for this stream. I just wanted to kind of give an idea of what was going on, keep people, let people know where I'm at, what's happening. Thank you. So, other than that, like I said, I will be streaming more often from now on. Some of it's going to be vlogs, some of it's going to be game related. We'll see. What depends on what I feel like at the time. If you want to, make sure you follow me on you can follow me on Facebook at Dox Entertainment. You can follow me on YouTube at Dox Entertainment. You can follow me on Twitch at Dox Entertainment. Um, I even have a Twitter account on Dox Entertainment. So either way, it's Dox Entertainment all the way around. Um, if you want to support us, subscribe, follow. Those are some of the best ways to support us. It helps out a great deal. Um, right now, I'm currently at 10 followers, which is awesome. I love you guys, and the more we get, the better, the farther along we can go. Um, and I'm at like 50 something subscribers on YouTube. That's awesome. Um, so make sure you share my videos, try to get people signed up for it as well. That helps out a great deal. Anyway, I will talk to you folks later. Hope you have a great day. Be entertained.